like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
Hello. Let's move that out of the way a second. Hello and welcome. Good afternoon, good day, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. Happy days. Happy days. That's exciting stuff today. You know what I'm talking about. You know, it doesn't matter where you are in the world, I'm sure you've heard. I live in Canada, so really it's not my happy news, but it really is, because the news that we've heard affects the world. Whether you like it, whether you don't like it, the US is a powerhouse, is definitely a major part of the world, and its trade and its how we interact with each other, right? When they can put massive sanctions on this place or that place, when they can affect the world's market, yes, it's definitely something that can affect the world. And so this is big stuff. The man was a failed businessman, multiple times failed businessman, running a country practically into the ground. People keep calling him a winner, and he even thought he was a winner himself. But you're not a winner unless you actually succeed. You succeeded because of luck, because of being able to talk your way out of the trouble that you kept getting in. If a man walks along the street, sticks his foot in a hole, trips over, the second day goes that same street, hole's not fixed in, walks along that same street, foot in the hole, trips over, hurts himself. Third day, if he's doing it that third fucking day, by then a smart man would realize I've done something wrong. Actually, a smart man would have actually realized the first time, because he should have been looking where the fuck he's going. But he should have seen. He should have, by the third time, fourth time, Trump keeps doing it over and over and over again, and kept failing, and kept coming up with massive issues, trying to be a dictator, wanting his will to be met. And if you don't meet my will, I'm building walls to separate people. He wanted to build a wall to separate the US from Mexico, wanted to build a wall to separate Republicans from Democrats, wanted to build walls all over the fucking place. And he doesn't realize that the wall that he's created is probably all it's going to do is it's going to box him in, and it's going to be a lonely place for himself. Because he's burnt so many fucking bridges, it's not even funny. And it's kind of sad. In some ways, I feel sorry for him. I pity him. Yes, absolutely, I pity him. Do I forgive him the stuff he's done? Absolutely not. But the turmoil that man is going to go through in his own mind, he lost. He has the respect of practically nobody. His party has turned on him viciously. Everybody's trying to tell him, including his own family, are telling him, well, you know what, we need to let this go and move on to something else. He's now needs work. He needs to get back to work, back to business, back to doing something. Yes, he's going to be faced with a lot of lawsuits. But right now, he doesn't know where the hell he's going, what the hell he's going to do, where the hell he's going to go. His next steps is lost. He's a lost man now. And he's scared. Now, yes, let's put aside the whole legal actions that's going to be against him for tax evasion, for all kinds of criminality that he's going to be facing. That man could be potentially going to jail. But you put that aside, what is he going to do for work? He signed over his business to his son before he got into office. Now, if his son's a smart man, as a CEO of this now big corporation, he doesn't really need to sign to give it back, unless he signed a contract, and even that could probably be worked on. That man's losing everything. If you think about what you've lost in your life, you've lost boyfriend, girlfriend, your job. That's a painful thing. He's lost the United States. He's lost the respect of everybody, and very possibly, from what I'm seeing, from what you've all seen, he's possibly going to lose his wife as well, and his family. He is now the joke of the world. He's been that way for a while, but now it is without a doubt. So while I don't feel sorry for him because of what he's done, at the same time I do kind of pity him in the fact that what he's going to go through, I don't wish on anybody the pain of it. He deserves it, absolutely. Does he deserve it? Absolutely. But there's a little part of me that is going, I kind of feel a little bit of pity for him. A little bit. Because now he's just, now in his early 70s, he's going to shrivel up, and because he's not doing anything. Right? The best thing to do would be to concede and say, you know what? The better man won't shake the hand. That's a person of respect. That's a person of honor, which he claimed he had. Oh, I'm the most honorable person. No, honorable person would shake the hand of the person who won. They beat you. It's fair and square. And even if you do go to court, the amount that he won by, even a recount couldn't do it. There's no way. He's lost. But he won't do it. He won't concede. And it's sad. But anyway, this is not really a conversation about any of that. This is November 7th, 2020. 2:09 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm the Angry Angel, and this is Ask an Angel. My show where you guys ask me questions in the email right down here. Where is it? Right there. And I do my best to try to answer them. Disclaimer, I am not a professional. I am not a shrink. I am not a psychiatrist. I am just a regular guy answering questions from my point of view, what I would do in these circumstances, what I think you should do. I hold no responsibility for your actions. What you choose to do before, during, after, you're responsible for you. You can take my words, but you're not turning around and saying, oh, well, you said to do this. You're still the adult. Feel free to get other advice as well. But I appreciate everybody asking your questions. Definitely, I love doing this. This is actually, it's hard to say if I really like doing this more than Ask an Angel. Not Ask an Angel. Warzone. No, it was crazy. But I do really enjoy this a lot. I do have a whole bunch of questions to answer. One came in at the last minute, which I'm going to answer. Some odd questions, and one I think is a very sexual question, I think. But just the way it was worded was kind of confusing. And even when you get the word, the question's kind of confusing. But we're going to try to answer as many as we can. And yeah. Trying to think of what else. If you haven't already done so, feel free to click follow right below. That way, anytime the show or any more other shows come available, you get the update. Also, in my Discord down below as well, you can join. You can see my my schedule is posted on there. Actually, below, if you actually click on schedule, it's listed there too. And all my videos, they get posted over to YouTube. Link down below. If you want to go ahead and subscribe and click the little bell, that's really important. So any video I post, you get informed and notified. Hey, Angry Angel posted a new video. But it definitely helps me be able to create content for you guys. And yeah, so without further ado, let's get to it. All right. So question number 1. I was mainly waiting to see if anybody else comes in, but there's nobody in. And that's fine. Question 1. And I'm going to answer it on this screen right here. There we go. From Anonymous. My wife never want to get excited during sex. She says sex gives us children. That's enough. We're Christians. Shouldn't enjoy sexy pleasures. When I say, let's use new positions to make our sex more fun, she replies, no, prostitutes do that. She didn't satisfy me and I fed up. So if I do adultery, is it my fault? I need more advice. Hi. Yes. If you do adultery, that's your fault. That's you. That's your action. Fault is upon your action, not anybody else's. If you drop a box on your foot, it's nobody else's fault. You drop the box. If you put your hand in the fire, it's nobody else's fault. It's not the person's fault for lighting the fire. It's your fault for putting your hand in the fire. That got you burnt. You can't blame everybody else for your actions. You can't blame your wife. Your wife doesn't want to have other positions, doesn't want to be all massively sexy and blah blah blah. She's got her own beliefs and she's entitled to that. She has the right to her beliefs. It's sad that that's happened because she won't know the pleasures that can be had. And you don't really have the right to force her. You can encourage her. You can say, this is what I'm interested in. Now, you're married. You don't say if you've got children. If you're planning to have adultery at this point, I would basically say, you know what? If you're not willing to, I'm honestly saying I need this in my life. If that's what you want, if that's what you need in your life, talk to her first before you consider doing anything else. Don't put it as an ultimatum, but point out, this is what I need. These are the options. Either we can do it together and we can look into this. Because I can tell you right now, from a person who has read the Bible, there's nothing in any, and I've read multiple, there's not in any of the Bibles that basically says that doing different positions is a sin. Sex was never even listed as a sin. As a matter of fact, point out, when she's talking about prostitutes, point out that Jesus married a prostitute. So shut up. Jesus' wife was a prostitute. So, what do you guys say about that? Yeah. I wouldn't, if it comes down, like as I said, your options are, and I said you got to talk to her first and point these things out. Say, this is something I need, and if you can't handle it, if you can't do it, we might need to look at some kind of alternative. Either open the relationship up for me to be with somebody else, or we end the marriage. You've also got to ask yourself, is that where you want to take it? Because that's now on you as well. Because you're responsible for you. If you call on it and basically say, you better be prepared. If that, you got to ask yourself, is all these extra positions that important to you that you're willing to sacrifice your wife? Which is more important, your wife or the sexy positions? But she also needs to look at you and go, what's more important? Me putting up this wall because she is very possible, and I'm going to tell you right now from experience, a lot of women who don't want to explore different positions, it's not because of their belief in religion or God. It's a fear of what the fuck, because they've never experienced it. Probably it's quick wham bam, thank you ma'am. That's probably what it is. She's probably scared more than anything. She's heard of it. It probably even excites her more than you think, more than she wants to even admit. She might even be raised by people who the very thought of sex slap your hand. It's just depending on how she's raised. But you do need to talk to her and say, these are important things to me. These are something I want to do, or something I want to experience in my life. Where do we go from here? Do we find somebody else? Do we open the relationship? And by doing that, by basically saying what you need, what you want, it's not really committing adultery if you've got approval, if you've got permission, if it's an open relationship, which there's nothing in the Bible that says you can't. It just says you can't commit adultery, and adultery is basically having sex with somebody else, not in marriage. It's basically cheating. Cheating is basically taking advantage of a situation. For instance, we're playing a board game, right? You and I are playing a board game. And we're playing chess. We'll say chess. Right? And I suddenly move my piece over twice as if I'm playing fucking checkers. That's not one of the rules of the fucking game. But I've suddenly said, I won. No. I've cheated. I've given myself an advantage that you don't have. Well, you can't do that because I've taken all... That's cheating. The game is balance. It's not because you have something and she doesn't, blah blah blah. But understand, if you're going to open it, you need to be understanding that she might want to have sex with somebody else. Be kind of silly of her to do that, which is basically saying all this. I can't imagine her going to have sex with somebody else. But you need to be willing that if that's what you're going to do, so should she. Talk to her. Basically say that's my opinion. You need to talk to her, tell her that these things are important to you. That she is, remind her that she is important to you as well. You love her. You don't want the relationship to end, but you need this. You want this, right? That's my thought on that. Anyway, moving on. Where's my other questions? Oh, gotta have my coffee. I'll get it as soon as Oh, just a short one from Henry. Question from Henry. Why am I not getting it? There we go. Question number 2. From Henry. Please advise. I asked one girl out and she ignored me because I don't have money. What do I do? Close one. That's what you do. She's basically only into you if you've got money. Now, let me narrow that answer down a bit more, because there is a point when a woman, see, most people, why do you have a house? You have a house. Why do you live in a house or an apartment or wherever you live? Why do you live inside instead of outside? Why is it important to you? Because it's cold outside. It could rain. You're getting wet. That building that you're in, that bedroom, that bed, gives you a sense of security. Helps you feel safe. Same as a woman. Same as actually anybody. We all have that feeling, that need to feel somewhat safe. And in this day and age, that house isn't paid for by nothing. It needs a job. It's not that you have money, it's that you can look after your bloody self. If you don't have money now, it's a good sign you don't have a job. How on earth are you supposed to look after her if you can't even look after yourself? So it's not about the money. It's about, can you look after yourself? If she gets in a relationship with you, is there a sign that she's going to be babysitting you? Right? Not meant to be offensive, but that's really it. Is she going to be carrying you? Is she going to be having to do all these things to make sure you're okay? And that's not a relationship to be in. Man the fuck up. No, that's not meant to be a sexist thing. I'll say that to a woman. Man the fuck up to a woman too. It means gain some responsibility of yourself before jumping into a relationship involving somebody else. Because you'll find a relationship will be good if you got somebody else. Now that you just simply asked, please advise, ask one girl out. Ask one girl out. Ask more. Is it just you're just interested in this girl? What do you want? What exactly is your goal with all this? Are you wanting an actual girlfriend? Are you wanting a date? Are you wanting sex? Are you wanting a relationship that's going to last time? Because most girls, and this is the truth, when they go into a date, one of the things that they ask, and a lot of them won't even admit it, because they've got the idea of one night stand, whatever. No, even that one night stand, most women size you up right away. Can this person provide? Can this person be there for me when I need? Can this person? And they're doing it really, really fast. It's running through their fucking head. Even if they don't have no intention on marrying you, it's run through their fucking head. I guarantee you've done the same damn thing. And you did it, and your primal instinct is when you look at a woman, and it sounds like it's being sexy and sexist and perverted. It's not. You look at a woman, and your instincts kicks in, and you're going to go, oh, wow, she's hot. You've just sized her up as a sexual creature. Why? Is it because you want to have sex with her? Yes, it's because you want to have sex with her. But the primal part of it is you're looking at her as a potential mate. Can this person be a mother? Can this person... And it's like very quick question. Even if you have no intention of sleeping with her, having children with her, your instincts deep inside pops that question up, and it's part of the reason why most people get aroused, right? I mean, yes, there's the physical stimulation, yes, there's the fantasy stimulation, but I can guarantee through your head, your brain, your subconscious has asked when you've looked at a woman, and it can be damn near any woman. You can walk through the street, and your mind has asked, can that woman be a mother to my child? Almost every single time. She's done the same kind of thing from her end. Not can you be the father, but yes, part of that as well. If I did, and this relationship goes on, can you provide? Can you be there? Can you be a good father? Can you be blah, 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 blah? And if you can't look after yourself, you've come up to her looking like a slob. Yes, she's going to ignore you because you look like a slob. It's not meant to sound mean or anything like that. I'm not trying to insult you or anything like that. Please don't take it that way. When you're going up to a girl and asking her, the more successful you can look, the more clean you can look, the better. The more charming you can look, if you can make her laugh, the better. If you just went, hey, can we go on a date? Or, hey, can we go on a date? That's not cute. That's not attractive to a woman. Hey, how's it going? Ready to go out? Or something like that, right? Show some confidence. Word it like that. Did you hear the way I said it? Wanna go out? Hey, wanna go out? Not, hey, do you want to go out? It sounds exactly the same, right? One did not put a question. Do you want to go out is a question. Wanna go out? It's almost like a secret. It sounds like it's a question. Wanna go out? But you're actually putting a command in her fucking head, and her subconscious heard that, and it's gonna trigger into, I do want to go out. I want to go out. Want to go out? Do you hear it? Right? In the back of the subconscious, it's hand the way you're wording it. Don't be all meek. Hey, I'm just wondering. There's a movie playing. Do you want to go see it? Don't even fucking bother with the movie. Don't bother with the fucking describing the dinner. Get the first part done. Hey, want to go out? Hey, want to see a movie? What movie? Then you can go into it. I don't know. What are you interested in? Don't even fucking say the name of the fucking movie. And when she asks you what movie, don't necessarily fucking go, hey, I want to go see Star Wars. You don't know if she's into fucking geeky shit. You don't know if she... I like Star Wars, so shut up. You don't know if she's into that kind of shit. You basically say, I don't know. What do you feel like? By putting that, you've almost set in stone, it's gonna happen. What do you feel like? Same as dinner. Hey, wanna go for dinner? Where do you wanna go? I don't know. What do you feel like? Boom! You've set it up. It's locked in. You're going to dinner. We're just now trying to find the next step. What are we gonna go and eat? Well, I could eat blah blah blah. Sure, I'll pick up a... Should I pick you up a date? No. Pick you up a date. Yeah. Pick you up a date? Pick you up a date. You're asking the question, but we're not asking, you're telling her, this is happening. What time am I picking you up? Is this time work? You've set a time, pick you up at 8. You've literally went, this is an option. Oh, I'm kind of busy at 8. Oh, about 7? How about 7? Pick you up at 7. Pick you up at 7? Yeah, it works. Usually they'll kick back with the, that works right away. Fuck, I can write books on this shit. Anyway. But yes. You wanted to, you don't ignore me because I don't have money. No, she ignored you because you let her ignore you. She ignored you because you let her ignore you. Be the flame, not the moth. Think on what I said there. On the words I just said. Be the flame, not the moth. You should get it. Just ponder it on for the rest of the day. Be the flame, not the moth. You understand? All right, next question. Oh, yeah. Asking. want to go on a date? I asked her if she wanted to go on a date and she said no. Put it as a fucking question. Stop asking her. Don't be cheesy. Don't be like, hey, you, me, my place. Yeah. No, that's creepy. Don't be creepy. All right. Question number 3 from Rita. Meet a maid. All right. Good evening. Please, I need advice. I met this guy on Facebook about 1 month ago, and we met and agreed to date. Well, congratulations. We've been hanging out ever since, and he's been really caring. He has insisted on knowing my place. Maybe it's in the wording, but that sounded wrong. He's insisting in knowing your place. But whenever... Oh, like, you mean like seeing your place? I'm going to go with seeing your place, because the way you word it sounds... Anyway, I'll continue. But whenever he comes to my area, I take him to my church. Not my house. And after there, he goes home, and I think I love him because he seems nice. Well, he's nice because he's gone to your church and you've just met him for like about a month. That's actually pretty fucking nice. I mean, you don't, unless you've actually said, hey, what's your religion? You don't really know, right? I mean, I'm going to assume, and if he's went to your church, that's actually a sign he kind of likes you too. No, okay. I think I love him I'm going to say that's cause. He seems nice. I insisted on knowing where he lives this past week, and I went to his place. We spent a good time together, but he pleaded on having sex with me, of which I refused. He got angry and changed his mood. Then I left, and since then he didn't call me. I think I know where this is going. I called him after a day, and he didn't. No, he told me he has left Benin. What the fuck is a Benin? Left Benin. 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 Is that the name of a town? Let me just take a quick look. Benin. It's in West Africa. Oh, okay. Cool. So you're from Africa. That's really cool. Ben, where to go? Of which he told me he was not in Benin, but wanted to stay back because of me. When we spoke this evening, but his conversation was stranger, unlike before. I love him. I don't really know if I should apologize to him or let him be. Please advise. Option number 3. You shouldn't need to apologize. If you don't have sex, you shouldn't have sex, right? If you're not ready for it, that's okay too. That's absolutely fine. You were in the right to say, but maybe it's in the way that you worded it, right? We're all sexual creatures. We all enjoy sex, and I can guarantee you do too. If you haven't experienced it, eventually you will, and you'll more than likely enjoy it. So that being said, but that does not mean you should just because he wants to do it. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't. If you want to, and you both want to, it's something you can consider. Don't do it because you feel forced. Do it because you want to do it. If there's a point when you go, I kind of feel like it, then that would be a good time. But the problem with that is as humans who are not connected by like fucking fiber optics or anything like that, we're not always in sync. So just because you'd be in the mood doesn't mean he'd be in the mood, or him in the mood mean you're in the mood. A good sign of a good relationship is you'll usually be in the mood at the same time. So no, I don't think you should apologize. But however, you've basically said you've seen this guy for a month and he seemed really nice. And some of the things that you've said, it does sound kind of nice. Like him going to your church, you need to know that's a big thing. I've gone to some of my ex's churches in the past. And while I've not really believed in those religions, I've gone there for her, right? As a sign that I'm interested. But you've given no actual sign that you're interested, right? You've said you think you're in love with him, and he says you are in love with him. Have you told him that you've got feelings for him? Or is this picture that he's got as, oh, I'm hanging out with this girl going to her church, and there's nothing really there, and I try to have sex with her, and she's not interested? Did you say, no, I don't want to have sex? Get out of my house. Oh, I'm leaving now. Or did you sit down with him and go, you know what? I really like you. And I'd like to actually see where this goes. I don't want to just spoil a relationship based on sex. Soon, absolutely. Tell him that you're attracted to him, that you love him, that you do want to give this to him. You want it to be a special time. But you don't want to just do it just because. You don't want to feel forced to do it. And if a relationship is what he wants, see, normally when I'd hear something like this, my brain would be thinking, this guy's an asshole. But there's something about this that doesn't sound like an asshole. I think it's that he thinks there's nothing there. You just want to. He thinks he's been shoved in the friend zone. Some guys are kind of that way. They don't know. Actually, girls too. They don't know what is what. That's why you'll get people saying, do you really love me? A lot of people say I love you, not because they want to say I love you, but because they want the comeback. They want that moment of, because they're insecure themselves. Right? It's a good chance that he says, you don't want to have sex, and you turn him down, and that means, oh, she doesn't love me. She doesn't want to make me happy. She doesn't want... The social accuser is not... He's gotten the wrong impression that you're not really interested. And he's like, fuck this. I'm fucking dating her. I'm going to our fucking church, and she's not... I'm showing myself, and he doesn't know. Talk to him. That's what I would say. Don't necessarily need to move on. If he still pushes you away, if after you've said, I'm really interested in you, I'd like to see where this can go, and I don't want to spoil it simply by just jumping into bed. Yes, I want to eventually, maybe even give him a set time. Go, you know what? If we can last 3 months, 6 months, let's do it. But if you can't give me that, why should I give you the... Right? Talk to him. Give him these thoughts. Tell him how you feel. All right, that was question number 3. Let's get to question number 4. Look at me, I can count. From Rick. How's everybody doing today anyway? Huh? Let's take a moment. Ask everybody how you doing. How's your day? Are you in a good mood? Are you happy about some certain event that just happened today? That's fucking awesome. I know I'm happy. No answer? Then we shall continue. Question number 4. From Mick. If a lady has sex with a guy today and has sex with another guy the next day, and lady discovers that she's pregnant, who's the one responsible? She is. She is. She's responsible. Well, one, you don't really fully know who the child is. What she should do, her best thing, is to approach both lovers, anybody that she's had sex with, to identify who the father is. Basically say one of you could be the father. Basically, and point out, you're not asking them to be a part of it, you're not asking blah blah blah, don't push on it. You wanted to have sex, right? She wanted to have sex. Neither one of you has clearly used protection. One of the guys got the girl pregnant. Once that's identified, the legal stuff, I'm not a lawyer, so I'm not going to get into that kind of stuff. But maybe there's something there, maybe a relationship, maybe, and you need to decide for yourself, because it's your body, what you're wanting to do. Are you going to have the child, or are you not going to have the child? Then talk to the father and basically give him, I'm going to have the child, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to have the child. But you should know. It's hard. Now, this is where my brain is getting stumped here. Let me just ponder it a bit. Because if you're planning to have an abortion, should you bother telling either one of them? That's a tough one. That's a banger of a one. Because you should have the right to know. but it's going to hurt him. It's going to hurt the person. So that's kind of sad. Should he save him from pain of knowing that he almost had a child and it's being terminated? And if you are planning on terminating it, maybe open the thought of, there's another thought, is let him know and give him the option. If you're willing to see it to completion, and then maybe sign over rights. So he has a child. He'd be a father by himself. But these are some things you need to ask yourself. What is your plan with the child? And having support would be a good thing. There are relationships. There's a TV show you might actually like. It's pretty funny. It's a sitcom. You can look it up. It's called Accidentally on Purpose. Now in it, this young guy, he has sex at a club with a girl, and they don't even know it. They just met each other like a one-night stand. She was already drunk. It's like a drunken one-night stand, and they get pregnant. She goes and finds him, tells him, and love actually happens in the relationship, in that thing. After it does happen, right? Maybe these are options, because yes, raising a child is always best with two parents, always. But these are things you need to ask yourself, then decide, try to figure out which one it is. But you might need to tell them both. If you can figure out which one it was before somehow, but I don't know, I can't imagine how you could find out beforehand without telling them. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. Question number 5. Nope, that's not what I want. There we go. From Anonymous. My friend broke up with his girlfriend I've had feelings for. Would it be wrong for me to ask her out? Depends on what you're planning on doing. And depends on how they broke up. Because you're saying you've got feelings for her, one, you don't know if she's got feelings for you. If you think she has feelings for you, is it possible that what's cost the relationship? If you're the reason, you need test on. Yeah, you could probably find that out. But even still, but anyway, with this question, if you do it without telling your friend, definitely wrong. That you're doing it behind his back, and you potentially lose a friend because he will find out eventually. It's your date is both in love, and you decide to get married. You're just not gonna let your friend come to the wedding. Are you willing to lose the friendship that you have for this girl? Because understand, even if you tell him, you could lose a friend. Which is important to you? The friendship, the girl. There's that saying, bros before hoes. But at the same time, what would he do as well? Right, everybody should be allowed to have love. It's an important part of who we are and what we are. I think you need to talk to him though, and basically say, you know what? I know you broke up with your girlfriend, but and I'm gonna say I've got feelings for her. It's happened since you've been broken up. I'd like to maybe go on a date and see if there's a spark there. Do you mind? If he minds, then you need to decide whether you're willing to lose your friendship over this, or ignore your feelings. You can't really ignore your feelings. The feelings will keep kicking in. So then you'll have to decide, are you willing to choke on your own feelings for this girl and just ignore them, but do it before you approach the girl? Because at the same time, while she's had the relationship, you don't want her to suddenly start having feelings for you, only for you to turn around and go, you know what, I'm not gonna hurt my friend like that, so fuck you, blah blah blah. That'd be shitty for her. You're gonna break her heart. So talk to the friend first. Make sure he's okay with it. Whoa! Yeah! Alright, question number 6. From John. Did that go through? Nope, hang on. What? No. No. Ugh. There we go. From John. My girlfriend arrived. Hang on. My girlfriend arrived from work. I just tried to check her bag, but unfortunately, I saw a pack of condoms. 2 was being used. Out of it, please. What do I do? You got a problem with this one, massive one, because really, if you're ever suspecting, you should always be able to approach the person that you're with to say, hey, I'm a little suspicious of something, can you reassure me? And vice versa. That should be a thing that couples should be doing. Not accusing her, not saying blah 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 what the fuck, because she would have the same thing. If she suddenly saw a pack of condoms in your bedside table and a few of you operated, I can guarantee she's going to ask the same question, and she's going to want to be reassured. So that's okay. Reassuring is okay. Flat out accusing of cheating, no. So do not avoid that one. The problem with this, because this is what you should be doing. This is an important thing. The problem is how you found out. You peeked in a bag. That basically says you don't trust her. She comes in and you look in a bag? Why? Why would you look in her bag? You went intentionally. The only reason you go in a bag, now it could be something, I was raised in a world where a man never looks in a woman's bag. Don't even look in a woman's purse. What fuck? I did that. My mother asked me to get something from my purse when my grandfather was visiting. My grandfather. I went over. Like my mother had asked me to go and look in her purse. She'd given me permission to open her purse. I did that. My father's shoe came fucking flying across the room so goddamn fast and hit me in the head. He said, "What the hell do you think you're doing? Under no circumstance do you open up a woman's purse." Old school. Even with her permission. That's her private place. That's like to him, to that generation, that is like watching a woman sitting on the toilet. Now today, a lot of couples, who cares? But in that generation, no. His generation is like super fucking old, right? But even still, in today's world, while that's a bit more acceptable, which is giving you permission, you just did it without her permission. You did it behind her back. Now, unless you were going for gum, or going for something specific, and even then, you really probably shouldn't do it without asking her first. Hey, do you mind if I go in your purse for something? Now, if you said, hey, are you going to gum? And she says, oh, it's in my purse. Then you open the purse and bam, there's a pack of condoms. Sure, that you could get away with. But all you've said is she came home from work and you just tried to check her bag. What are you checking her bag for? Bum? You checked because you wanted to be like, what are you checking her bag for? Maybe she's hiding a gun? Maybe it's your girlfriend. Why are you checking her bag at all? You're checking it because you got a little bit of mistrust. Same as that's why you're asking this question to begin with. There's a part of you that's not trusting. And you ask, see, that's the problem. Never ask a question that you don't really want the answer to because you might not like the fucking answer. And you basically went, oh, you know what? Is she cheating? Is she cheating? Is she cheating? Now, this could be, it's going to sound weird, a roundabout weird test. Maybe this is a thing that she's put in there. And you're going to accuse her. One, she just found out that you've been looking at her because she knows that you're going to fucking come up to her. What the fuck's with these condoms? What the fuck is with you looking in my bag? Ha ha ha! Trapped. It could be a trap. It could be a test. It could be a trap to see if you trust her. Because trust in a relationship is very important. You're in a really big pickle on this one. I would say because clearly you have some trust issues, you need to sit down and talk with her. But you know what? So does she now. She should have trust issues because she just opened that bag without talking to her first. What are you doing? Trying to steal money? What the fuck are you doing in a bag? Yeah. I think you do need to sit and say, I think we've got an issue, and I tell her how you feel. Do you love her? Do you not love her? If you love her and you just want the relationship to work, maybe you just need to see some counseling and figure out what your trust issues are. Maybe talk to people. You need to build that fucking trust. But basically say, you know what? For some reason, I felt the need to check your bag, whatever the reason is, and you came across these. You need some kind of explanation. Because at the same time, yes, right there, without a doubt, and I'm sure that my chat will agree, it does look sketchy. It looks very suspicious. But was it planned to look suspicious? Did she try to set you up? Was it that she's had sex with one or two other guys? Separate or together? Fuck, who knows? I don't know. But you do need to know, because if that's the way what she's doing. But I can tell you, from my experience, most women don't carry condoms on them all the time. They usually expect the guy to have them. Some women out there, don't get me wrong, they do prepare for it. They do have it just in case. But that's a little weird. And how long have they been in our purse? Have you checked it before and then they were suddenly there? It's, to me, the fact that she's got condoms in her purse is a little off somehow. Whether she's cheating or not cheating. Whether they were for you or not. I don't know. It could be that maybe a friend had them. Didn't need them anymore. Gave them to her. Are you using protection? Because if you're using protection, just pick them up. Or got them off her friend. Oh, fuck, her friend. There's all kinds of possible reasons why she has them. You're jumping to conclusion, just like my instincts when I'm looking at this would trigger, yes, she's cheating on you with at least one or two guys. That's what my automatic, and everybody's thinking the exact same thing. But there are other options that could be explained. Now, if you like this girl, don't go after going, you're a cheating bitch, what the fuck's going on? What's with these condoms? They're yours, motherfucker, don't you remember? I picked them up the other day with the back of the car. Make sure that you are not forgetting something that you should be remembering, because not only with that, could you imagine? Not only have you accused her of cheating, you forgot a fucking sexual act with her, you dumbass. There's options. Really rack your brain. Make sure that, did she ever go, you know what? I kind of feel like a quickie. I've got these on me right now. I picked these up last night. I felt like doing it. Go through your fucking brain. Make sure she did. At no point did she go, yeah, put this fucking shit on. Come on, let's go. Because she did. Do it for you, dumbass. But yeah, I would talk with her. And, because she's got trust issues. And she should have trust issues, because she just opened a bag, you dumbass. And then once you figure that out, stop opening her fucking bag. Because, frankly, I've known some women, that little bag is like this small, and you ask them for something, and somehow, in that wee little bag, they always have it, whatever you fucking want. It's a fucking other dimension. I learned that when I was a kid, and I'm asking my mom for stuff, and she puts her hand in that fucking bag and pulls out all kinds of things. Fucking, you need a tissue? Fucking tissues! Endless fucking supply of fucking tissues. Not even a box, but she's got endless supply of fucking tissues right in her bag. It's insane! I learned this when I was a kid. And they always have, he's a lollipop. They've got all kinds of things in there. Now she might have a sucker of her own. I don't know. I can't give you that. I'm not going to say yes, she's cheating on you. You shouldn't be thinking that automatically, but you clearly are. Because you've got in that purse. You just need to figure your shit out. And work on that trust issue. Because that shit can bite you in the ass. Alright, question number 7. Yeah, getting through these. From Alex. Please advice. Why do I get scared approaching a lady I admire in public? What should I do? Approach her in public? I don't fucking know. What do you mean by approach her in public? Like, stalking her? Because it's against the law. Stop doing it. If you're talking about going up to a girl who you're interested in when there's people around, that's a different story. Stop it. Stop being so fucking scared. Stop being a poor little fucking defensive little animal, because they'll see it, they'll smell it. You'll smell you coming. Don't do it. Do not do it. Fucking chest up. Fucking booster the shit out of this thing. Like, yeah. Look at me. Fucking tell yourself. Go to the fucking mirror. Do it only once. Don't do it too many times. Go, I'm fucking Captain America. And that's it. Let it go. Do it too many times, you'll get an ego. Do it once just to get that fucking confidence. I'm fucking Iron Man. I get your fucking... I'm Batman. I'm Batman. I'm Batman. Let it go. Gain that confidence. Go up to the girl. Get your Batman on. Get your Superman on. Gain the confidence to go up to her and say, hey, want to have dinner? You want to have dinner? Want to go get some food? No. Hey, I was just kind of wondering, would you like to go on a date sometime? No. No, I don't. I'm going to ignore you. Fuck off. You don't have money. Just go up to the girl and fucking ask her. Because you know what happens if she says no? There's no fucking difference. You're no worse off than you were a moment ago. Because it's no right now. If you don't ask her, it's a no. It's a no right now. Right now, it is a no. Because she doesn't know that she can say yes. And you know how you can let her know that she can say yes? Go fucking ask her. Gain some balls. Let them drop. It's okay. Hey, how's it going? It's lovely weather. Don't talk about the weather. It's kind of stupid. We've just seen the weather. You've seen the weather. You both know it's fucking sunny. Yeah, it's lovely weather. Yeah, it's lovely weather. What did you get out of that? Hey, how's it going? Let's take a moment. Don't say it. Let's take a moment. Just have a moment. Hey, so I was wondering, want to go have dinner? Want to see a movie? Want to go to my bed? No, do not say you want to go to my bed. That was a joke. But yeah. That's what you should do. Is let your balls drop. Stop being so fucking scared. Because the worst you can do is say no. That's the worst thing she can do. No, that's not 100% true. If she's a bitch, she can try to fucking humiliate. This little bastard! That's what you're scared of. Get that fear out of your system. Because you know what? Most people, especially these days, that girl fucking laughs at you. This little piece of fucker shit just asked me on a date. They're gonna go, well, you're a fucking bitch. It's a good thing he doesn't want to fucking see you anymore. Shit, then it's not Mean Girls time. Mean Girls shit is looked at today as that's just a bitch. What the fuck? If she did that, I can almost guarantee at least 2 girls will come over to you and say, hey, she doesn't, but I'll go to a movie with you. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. I'm not scared. I'm Batman. Say it. Right now, I'm Batman. I'm Batman. I'm Batman. I'm Batman. Where's the Joker? Let's go get laid. No, don't actually say that to her and don't do the voice. But have the confidence. Have a little confidence in yourself. Believe in yourself. And go and ask the girl. Hey. Or guy. Or whatever you're into. No, lady. You said lady. Don't be too aggressive. Don't be like, hey, let's go on a date. There are some girls that like that kind of shit. But you said that you're saying that she's a lady? You wording her as a lady? No. Because I would probably be able to get a lady to do that too. It's confidence. That's what they like more than anything. And it could be the chick that's very subservient and likes to be bossed about. It could be the chick that likes to be bossy. They like confidence. They all like confidence. The person who's like upper class, they like confidence. They don't want a doormat. If they're gonna have a doormat, they'll take a doormat that they can walk on. Don't be the doormat. Be the flame, not the moth. said to a guy a moment ago, be the flame, not the moth. Be the flame, not the moth. At the end of this whole fucking show, I'm going to tell you what that means. Think on it. Be the flame, not the moth. Next question. Let's do this. Question number 8. Be the flame, not the moth. All right. Please, I need your advice. I was online on Thursday evening, and I saw a post that says, if you want to know if your guy loves... Oh, I think I've seen... somebody asked me this question. Just tell him you are breaking up with him. Then you will know if he loves you. Break up with him. And I did it on Friday morning. I texted my guy and tell him that I'm breaking up with him. Oh my God! Oh my God! This is not poker. A relationship is not poker. Poker is a game. Why are you playing games with the relationship? Why are you playing games with your boyfriend? Would you like games to be played on you in any way, shape, or form? No, you don't even need to answer that. It's rhetorical. I mean, you can ask it to yourself. You don't like games. Why the fuck are you playing games? You saw somebody post this, some idiot fucking post this as a suggestion to find out if they love you. I know what you're thinking, and that person's thinking, if you say, are they going to fucking chase after you? That, there is a validity to that concept, but dumping the person to find out if they chase you, that's not it. It's a little bit on the concept of be the flame, not the moth, and I'll be getting to that in a moment. It's that kind of concept, but it's wrong. And at certain times, that the right time for meeting a girl, for having confidence, that's what that's about, mainly. You are not going to have confidence. You are fucking setting this guy up. And either he knows or he's not. He's calling you on it. Because he doesn't know. You've just basically dumped him. You've just crushed his... You've just broke his heart. Let's continue. Let's find out where this goes. I texted my breaking up with him. He called to confirm. So he's called to confirm. Is this really what you want? Which, if he didn't care, he wouldn't have called to confirm. Just letting you know that. And I said, yes. Oh my God. Oh my God. He proved it right there. You tested, worked, and he called you up. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you breaking up with me? He's upset. He's proven it. And then you go and double whammy the fucker. So, punch to the heart. I'm breaking up with you. Are you sure? Punch to the heart. Yes. So you just punched him in the heart twice. Oh, this is to him. And he said, okay. And cut the call. Yeah, he hung up on you. Yeah, his heart's broken. And then I later called him at 2 p.m. To my great surprise, he blocked my call. Not to my surprise, he didn't. I'd have done the same fucking thing. Most people would. If some guy dumped your ass, technically twice, would you be like sitting by and going, well, fuck that. I'm going to sit by the phone and hope they're going to call me. No, you're not. You're going to fucking block the number. You're probably going to write a bunch of shit, have a bit of a bit of a cry, call your best friend. You're going to eat ice cream, watch a movie, condemn the shit out of him. That's what you're going to do. All he's done so far is blocked your number. It's not my surprise. You just... And even if this is true, even if he finds out that this was just a test, that's what he's going to hear. His heart got broken twice because you wanted to test if he loves you. Oh my God. I use my sister's phone to call him. And he'd pick up. And he'd pick it. I apologize to him He accepted and tell me that he wants space in his life. Yeah. He warned me, I guess that's one, not to call him again or cross his house. I have been calling him. Oh, holy fuck! Holy fuck! It's not picking. I don't know what to do. I still love him. He's possibly still loves you too. He's told you he needs space because you just broke his heart. And you did it. You just even told him that not only did you break his heart, you did it as a test, as a game. You played games with him, with his feelings. He's hurt. Just as though you would be right now. You're hurt that he's not taking you back. That he's not. You're hurt. And you're panicked. And all that panic and feeling, that negative feeling that you're feeling, he just gone through that really, really quick. And got the extra punch in the face. I was kidding. Fuck you. And then he's telling you, don't call me, I need space. He's not saying it's over, that there's no chance. He's saying, don't come to my house, don't call me, let me deal with the emotion of this. Do that. That way he can think and he can miss you. If he can miss you, he will come back. There's a saying, if you love something, let them go. If they come back, they're yours. If they never did, they were never yours to begin with. Right? Give him the space he has asked. Show him the respect of that. Stop calling him. You're doing the opposite of, and you're doing it because it's what you want and because of your feelings. You broke his heart. You owe him this space. If you can't give him, leave him the fuck alone. Because this can go out of control. This is a little bit about the problem of being the flame and not the moth. The flame itself, what does the moth do? I'm going to skip to it and get to it. The moth is attracted to light. And what do? They go straight to that light. That flame is the light. You are being the flame. Let them come to you. Give him space. Let him come to you. If he loves you, that test that you wanted, if he loves you, he will come back to you. He will come to you. He will go, I miss her. I miss her. I don't want the relationship to end. I didn't want it in the first place, but my girlfriend feels a little insecure, and she did this stupid fucking move. And she feels bad, and rightly so. And maybe that's part of what he wants. Maybe he wants you to feel a bit bad. Maybe he wants you to fucking feel what he just went through because of your stupid test. You need to acknowledge, I'm sorry I hurt you. I did not mean to. That was not my intent. You need to say those words. I did not mean to hurt you. That was not my... Point out that it was your fault, your insecurities that made you do that. You'd read a stupid fucking thing online from some other stupid fucking idiot. Instead of thinking it, you just did it. Anyway, I'm going to go to the next one. Please feel free to send a thing back, tell me how that went, but I can't tell you which way it's going to go. But if you keep calling, it's never going to happen. And with every call, you're probably losing more of chances of him ever coming back. Okay, so question 9 from Anonymous. I found my girlfriend kissing my friend. What should I do? Okay. Now, there's not a lot of information in this to go on. And you'd almost think that a question like this should be quick and straight to the point. The information that I need. 1, do you love this? Do you love your girlfriend? Do you want the relationship to happen? That's one question I need. 2, what kind of a kiss was it? Was it a quick peck? How, when you walked in, what was going on? What happened? What did you see? Was it an actual kiss? What you should be doing is probably asking these questions. What's going on here? Don't go fucking ape shit punching the guy. Did they know that you saw them? I found my girlfriend kissing on my friend. Had they been drinking? It's not really an excuse, but in a way it kind of is. Alcohol inebriates us. He could have been thinking he was kissing his girlfriend. She could have been thinking of kissing you. It could be that you're cheating, and if that's the case, you need to decide on what you want to do. It's not my place. It's your girlfriend, because you're still saying girlfriend. Clearly, you haven't actually broken up. But that's what you need to do. You need to talk to her. Go, hey, what's going on? I saw this happen. What's going on? Is there something going on between you two? Are you wanting something between the two of you? Should we be thinking about breaking up? Should I move on? What's going on here? Are you interested, my friend? If they say they're interested in each other, then you need to decide, is that guy really your friend? Because he kissed your girlfriend. He kissed your girlfriend. It's not just your girlfriend kissed him. He kissed your friend. Your friend also kissed your girlfriend. It's a two-way thing. If it's a quick kiss on the cheek for nothing, for doing a nice gesture, shut up. If he's done something nice for her, got a nice birthday present, got a nice Christmas present, did something really, really nice for her and she kissed him on the cheek, go the fuck up. It's just a kiss on the cheek. If you saw her tongue down his throat or hers down hers, that's a different story. That's a bit more intimate. Not friendly, that's full on intimate. You gotta decide on what kind of kiss you saw. Or what was the reasoning behind it. If it is that they want to do this, I would personally, I don't think I'd be hanging out with my friend anymore. I think my friend would have, because he took the risk of losing you as a friend by doing that. But before you do that, before you cost the friendship, before you cost your relationship, you need to talk to your girlfriend first. Going, what the hell? But that's my thoughts on that. Question 10 from Anonymous. Please, I need your help. I have a girlfriend I met in school. We are dating for 2 years now. I was the one who diving. I'm gonna assume he's saying driving. Her, I respect her, and I also celebrate her birthday every year. So 2 birthdays, at least. I have what? This is the one that okay, but I have never eaten her money before. So you shouldn't. That'd be fucking weird. Don't need her money. Don't need money. She is always and she's always disrespecting me. But I've never eaten her money before, and she's always. I think I know what you're trying to say there. Why would you do that? If she's disrespecting you? But she called me on the phone every day to tell me she loves me. I need advice. Should I break up with her? Oh my God. Why have you jumped to that conclusion? One, your question is kind of weird. I don't think you meant to say money. But that and disrespecting you, you're talking apples and oranges right there. One's got nothing to do with the other. That's a sexual act. And she's telling you that she loves you. She's actually letting you. Maybe. I wish I knew what you meant by disrespecting you. Is it because she's asking you to do that? Or is it because she's telling you no, she doesn't want that to happen? What do you mean by she's always disrespecting you? I don't think you should break up. I'm not saying that at all. That's jumping to a massive conclusion that doesn't need to be jumped to. I don't know why you jumped to that. That's weird as fuck. You need to talk to her, ask her. Maybe say to her, hey, you know what? I'm feeling that you're being disrespectful at these points. Find out what's bugging you. Talk, communication. All right. Question 11. But yeah, that's my advice on that one. Is talk to her. Question 11. My boyfriend. Oh, hang on, it's not even on the screen yet. My boyfriend always complains I'm not romantic to him. Please, I need advice. I'm going to say a word. Communication. Have you asked him what does he mean by not being romantic? What does he consider romantic? Talk to him. If he's wanting to make it work, if he's not really caring, if this is just a fucking quickie, once in a while, friends with benefits kind of thing, doesn't matter. Go the fuck up. If this is an actual relationship and you want this relationship to continue, you talk. You say, hey, what's going on? What do you mean I'm not being romantic? What do you consider being romantic? Then maybe do some of the things. If it's talking about sex, that's got nothing to do with romance. That's sex. Sex is sex. Romance is romance. Making love is still fucking sex. And people want to say that's bridging the gap between romantic and sex. It's not. It's sex. You putting my boyfriend, is he putting his penis in you? It's sex. Now, there might be an emotional connection during sex, but it's still sex. Right? It's not meant to be romantic. It can be romantic. So if that's what he's wanting, is he's wanting a little bit of not just jump in the sheets and have sex, is he wanting the romance? Is he wanting, what does he mean by, what does he consider romantic? And then maybe do something. Make a nice special meal for him one night. Say, hey, come on over. Let's have dinner. See how I said, let's have dinner? Instead of, hey, do you want to have dinner? Let's have dinner. You've kind of like told him, passively told him what you're going to do. It'll pick up in his subconscious. He'll come. But make something nice for him. And if I'm misunderstanding what you're asking, feel free to send the question again. Because that was very confusing. Okay, question 12. From, I think that says Juliana. Juliana. Advice, please. Why is it not showing? Oh, it's because I didn't hit that button. Boom, boom. There we go. Advice, please. My boyfriend asks me a question that I'm a virgin. I refuse to answer him. The question, is it right for me to answer him? Why wouldn't it be right for you to answer him? Why not? I don't see a reason why I answer. It's a question he wants to know. It's kind of an important one. It's kind of one. I mean, I understand why you might not want to be telling because you're a little afraid, but this is your boyfriend. It's not just some fucking strange guy on the street who's just gonna laugh at you. Look at the virgin. This is your boyfriend who's supposed to care about you, and if he doesn't, he shouldn't be a boyfriend, right? So he should be laughing if you are a virgin. If that's what you're afraid of, don't be. Just fucking tell him whether you are or you're not. If you're worried to basically say that you've had sex and worried about being a slut, it's 2020. You're not a slut because you've had sex. And if he thinks that, you shouldn't be together. He doesn't deserve you. But yeah. If you answer him, I would answer him though, because it's letting him know how many sexual partners you've had, and should he be concerned? Because in this day and age, there's all kinds of shit out there that nobody wants. Okay, that was question 12. Time for question, and the last one, question 13. From Rwanda. I think I am accused of cheating about every day. Today he said I always take my phone with me, even to the bathroom. I do too. I'm not cheating on you, so shut the fuck up. Most people do, believe it or not. We take your phone. It's kind of like it's 2020, where the cell phone, your phone, this is no longer just a phone, and it should change its name, right? I mean, this one's called an Android. The other one's called an iPhone. But it should no longer be called a phone. They need to find another word for this. This is like, it's almost an appendage. Because we all have it, it's our way of communicating. It's like a fucking second mouth. I can phone another person's secondary mouth and communicate like a phone. I can find out information. This is an information system for us. So yeah, I've got games in here. So some people, they sit in the toilet and they play Sudoku. Because it's actually, believe it or not, they've actually proven this, that most of your thinking and decision-making skills happen when you're actually sitting on the toilet. They discovered this a long time ago. That sitting on the toilet, you will get a lot of prime information, like a lot of serious key thinking done. So taking the phone that's not cheating. That's just the phone's in the toilet, and maybe they're talking to a friend, maybe they're looking at TikToks, maybe they're doing. That's a moment you've got free time. You're just sitting there doing nothing. You get bored. It's kind of like a watch kettle you're trying to see boil, right? The water just takes forever. You look away, you distract yourself. That kettle boils really faster. They're on the toilet doing that. Something they're not really proud of. It's, holy fuck, that shit stinks. They want to distract themselves by playing a little Sudoku on the phone, play a little Candy Crush, or look at TikToks while they're sitting on the toilet. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Next part. But hang on. Well, yeah, I do, because he's going through my phone and reading old conversations I had before we were together. Okay. On that, and I'm not saying you don't have a right to take your phone. Lots of people do. Most people really do, whether we like to admit it or not. But your old conversations, the question could be asked, why do you have old conversations with your exes still in your phone? You can easily delete that shit. But then again, with stuff like Hotmail and all, it would take forever to delete all my email that's in there. So that in itself, yeah, I had that before we were together. Now he says I'm cheating with these old conversations. No, you can't cheat with a conversation. The cheating actually happens when there's physical, emotional advantage that you have more than him in your relationship. That's really the key thing about cheating. So no, having a conversation with somebody is not cheating. He said I should give him my phone to prove I'm not cheating. I said no. Good for you. Good for you, and I support you on that. Because it's your phone. It's your phone. It's like looking up your ass. We're together, so you should let me look up your ass. No. It's a private thing. There are things that are private. It's got nothing to do with cheating. It's got nothing to do. It might not do with what you want to say or what you have said to somebody. He has no right to demand your phone. So saying no, I'd agree with that. And basically point out that he needs to learn to trust you. Otherwise, the relationship is doomed. He thinks I'm cheating if I go anywhere alone or even to work. I'm meeting up with someone to talk to someone. It's driving me nuts. Yeah, he's got issues. I wish I could ask you, have you ever done anything? Have you cheated on him? Because if that's something, if you cheated on him, it's like a record playing in his head. And he really might forgive you, and would need to know that kind of information to really make a good statement on this. But it is a little much. He shouldn't be constantly thinking that you're cheating. He might need help. You both might need some form of counseling to find out why he's constantly thinking you're going to cheat on him. But yeah. Anyway, that was question 13. And that would be my last question. How long have we been streaming? Hour and 20 minutes. Not bad. Not bad. I'd like to have my show only be an hour. That's why every time I get back a little bit more. But then sometimes I get involved with these questions and I just want to keep on going. But anyway, thank you for watching. To everybody who watched, I hope you enjoyed. If you haven't already done so, click follow down below. Go to my YouTube, click subscribe. Make sure bells are clicked on both, so that way you get notified when I'm streaming, when I'm posting, all that. When I'm blah blah blah. You're notified. I appreciate you by doing that. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful evening, day, night, morning, wherever you are. And I will see you all later. Ciao.